Greetings from the black holes of Dakota Territory, United States, of absent-mindedness. Stan Gibilisco here, with a mind that's absent from just about everything right now. It's the 2nd of July, 2016, the weekend of Independence Day for the United States, when we celebrate our freedom and the American Revolution, and the Declaration of Independence, Monday being the actual holiday. I'm already planning whether I should go to the parade that goes between Lead and Deadwood. Actually, I think it starts in Deadwood and ends up in Lead. And then they are, in fact, going to have fireworks up here in Lead, which really surprises me, gauging by the danger of wildfires. But they have it over a place called the Open Cut, which is just a big pit in the ground with no vegetation in it. And they have some of the biggest fireworks in the world here at about 8:30 p.m. on the 4th of July. Barring nature's own fireworks, which could very well also be occurring at that time here. They say that every night, and it never happens here. Wildfire is continuing to be quite a concern to people here this summer as drought conditions worsen. And we have just started summer. The hottest part of the summer is yet to come, and the driest part also yet to come. And God only knows what nature will decide to bring to Lead and Deadwood later this year. But I've been dreaming about a structure that would be immune to all of that, be immune to the fire. As for the smoke, I still want to get out of here so I could breathe. But when I came back, I'd come back to an intact house because it would be a Hobbit hole. And I've already begun thinking about how I would actually design my Hobbit hole. And the design that I've come up with is a sloping place, not too sloping though, where there's earth movement at a minimal amount. Little danger of earthquakes up here. They're not planning on fracking, I sure hope. And what you'd have to do is dig a hole in the side of the hill. And in that hole, and dig a big excavation. And in there, you would put a section of geodesic dome made out of corrugated steel. Each section would be made out of corrugated steel. Look up geodesic dome in either Wikipedia or Google, so you know what that means. But it's a semi-spherical structure that has the greatest structural integrity of anything known. And you pile the hill back on top of that as quickly as you can so it doesn't cause earth movement above. And you pack it in just as tightly as it was and try to restore the original vegetation. But now underneath there is a round door with a round knob in the center of the door opening into this corrugated steel geodesic dome, completely vacant of anything until you decide to start building your Hobbit dwelling in there. No windows. I don't know. There's something about the whole idea of living underground. It seems like it could be a problem. Besides earth movement, you'd have the problem of zoning ordinances. Our humorless government would probably find a reason why you can't do this, or mustn't. I'd have to go through all that. It would be very dark in there. There'd be very little natural daylight unless I put periscopic windows in or something like that. But the basic structure would be a geodesic support dome. And inside there, I could put anything that I wanted. And it would be completely protected from wildfire. Well, such is life here in the Intermountain West, which would be a little more like Middle Earth after I was done with it. In my dreams, in my dreams, in my dreams. But I have a lot of dreams. The world has a lot of places. Nature has a lot of things in store. But it does sound kind of like a cool idea, doesn't it? A hobbit hole. To live in a hobbit hole. And then just make sure that I didn't turn my house into a tourist attraction. There are enough of those around here already. But nobody knows when the 4th of July parade is, for crying out loud. I keep calling places up. None of them know when the cotton picking thing is, except it's on the 4th of July. What are they going to do? Sit outside all day and wait for the parade to come by? I have a feeling the answer is yes. The rest of them will be at the Spearfish Aquatic Center, which is where I plan to go. And then on my way back, maybe I'll run into the parade and maybe I won't. And maybe someday I'll eventually get home to my little hole in the ground. I'm going to make a book someday if I ever actually decide to build that. It's going to be a video book, and I'll show you blow by blow what I do. Either that or I'll just go ahead and continue to live the mundane, ordinary, average life of the American citizen in this land of independence. Did that make any sense? I sure hope not. Stan Gibilisco signing off. Until next time, so long.